Hello and good morning, welcome to New Forest Morph. It's Monday morning, Jared's joined me. We both come in and watched the match yesterday, and unfortunately Ian did get knocked out in the final by Spain, who won 2-1. So we're a little bit gutted, but a little bit deflated, but buoyant in other ways. But England did really well, they did incredibly well. So how are you feeling, Jared? Did you get excited when we got the equalising goal back?
Yeah, it was an absolute belter.
Yeah.
But we didn't quite do it.
Not quite enough there. We got headed off the line. It was so, these victories are literally marginal, aren't they, Jared? Just one little adjustment, one thing here, but we came so close. But maybe it is coming home still, but it might take another 20 years.
One day it will come home.
We've got the World Cup in 2 years to look forward to. We've got a good squad, so we've got some young, good players coming through. Hopefully the new, fresh players coming through will take us there. And Spain did ever so well because we love our tennis as well, and Spain won the final of Wimbledon as well.
Yeah.
So that was an amazing match. So
Alcaraz.
So Spain must be jumping for joy at the moment, I tell you. But I watched it with my parents, and it was just lovely. I really enjoyed spending some time with my parents. They're quite elderly. Dad's 98, Mum's 91, and they still were cheering on for England, and it was lovely. I was feeding them as we went and bringing in food and getting ready for hopefully some celebrations. But it was still a lovely time we had. But I hope everyone else enjoyed the tournament as well, and hopefully we'll come back fighting for the next tournament. But we've got some interesting things going on. There is some further sad news that I wanted to share. We've got one of the legends of our hobby who's passed about 2 weeks ago, Jared, in a scuba diving accident, Tom Harbin. I've never met him, but he was very well respected in the industry, and we want to show some love for his family. And maybe later on in the video we'll just do a little share. Brian Kusco did a wonderful tribute, Jared, a really lovely tribute to him, and I'll maybe share a couple of minutes at the end of the video just to give him a little bit of love and his family. But we've got a clutch that needs cutting, clutch 27, so we'll start with clutch 27, and this is an interesting one because we've got Wizzy, who's a home produced yellow belly pied boy. We put him to Phoebe, who is a Russo Fire, and she is 50% heifer pied. So we get a pied, we only got 2 eggs, so it's a 50-50 chance we might have one pied. If we do, she's proven out to be heifer pied. But I want to see what a Russo yellow belly fire pied looks like. We've got 2 stabs at it. The odds are against us, but I also wanted to bring out the other clutch that's doing so well, which was clutch 23. Our FNF Flying Calico girl gave us 1 viable egg, and you can see that the baby's head has come out, and it is a banana, and it looks like it's an Orange Dream banana. I can't see the calico in there, Jared. Can you see the calico?
No, yeah.
I mean, there is a white belly there, or is it? No,
that's what it's absorbing.
Oh, that's what it's absorbing. So we'll reserve judgment until he comes out. But it's live and kicking and moving, breathing, which is we're very pleased to see that.
And calicos will come up with a pink look rather than white.
Yeah.
And it goes white over time.
Yeah. I mean, the mother, if I show you the mother in here, Pringle, she's a lovely looking animal. I mean, she's an FNF line calico, but calicos, Jared, apparently are not the easiest to breed. You can see she's bounced back since she gave us the eggs, and she's doing really well. But she's a beautiful line, Jared, isn't she lovely?
Mm.
So anyway, let's get that one back into the incubator. Also, we've set up some clutch 24 of shed out, and we're going to show you those a bit later as well, Jared. And I've set them up in the new LPO5s. In fact, you'll see that these are the ghosts, Jared. I mean, while I put this back, why don't you just go through and look at some of the ghosts. 24 at the top, look at the ghost combinations there. Or hypo. You can see what we've got, Jared. So what are your thoughts on those, Jared?
They're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, so you can see the orange ghost coming through, can't you?
Pastel Fire.
Pastel Fire.
And another one.
Yeah, 2 Pastel Fire. What's this one? I think it's the same. That one's
another one.
Oh, that one's just shed out, Jared. How beautiful that is. That's worth taking under the light spot and having a look at those. So that looks like a Pastel
Fire, I guess.
Pastel
All
Fire.
3 of them.
Yeah. Look at the head stamp. See that beautiful grey head stamp? That's what the ghost does. They're really beautiful, Jared. They're beautiful. So I think we hit 5. I think it was 4 or 5 out of 10. That one is a fire ghost. So that's very much like the father. And not sure whether we've got any more. That one's a, what's it, pastel ghost maybe?
I don't know if that one's ghost.
Yeah, look at the head stamp on it, Jared. It looks very ghosty to me. That one's not a ghost.
There's a pastel.
That's a pastel. That's a pastel ghost. If you see the difference, bring them in the light, Jared. You can see what they look like in the light. See the difference? Much greyer head stamp. That one's the lighter head stamp. Yeah. So I think, and look at the shape of the patterns as well. Slightly different patterns, and look at the orange glowing, because it's also called orange ghost. So I think this is a hypo, and that one's a non-hypo in my book, Jack. So I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. These two don't look like ghosts to me.
No,
I don't think they're ghosts.
Really bright.
They are bright. Yeah, I don't think they're ghosts. So all the ghosts I put at the top, Jared, all the non-ghosts at the bottom. Still pretty snakes though. Beautiful. And I've got some lovely updates on the Mojaves, Chad. You were looking at the Mojave Ultra Males, who have had 2 meals now. See how they're doing. Starting to put on a bit of weight. That one's just a straightforward Ultra Male. Let's get the Mojave Ultra Male at the top, I think. There's your Mojave Ultra Male. This one's had, so get in the light and we can shout off. That one's had a couple of meals. The Mojave Ultra Males are beautiful, aren't they? So we'll give them a couple more meals and then we'll get them on our Morph Market account. And I think everything's going pretty well here. So let's get on to this cutting of clutch 27. We're looking for a pied to prove her out, and we're looking for the Russo gene to get in there. And I think the Russo gene will probably give a high, it'll be a high white jar, I think, because the Russo gives you fantastic markings on the head stamp, I think, is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But she may not prove to be pied. She's only 50% chance, so we'll see. Now these were due literally in about 5 days, but Jared's told me that they've pretty much absorbed everything.
They'll pip in the next day or two.
So I think we'll take them now, and we've got another clutch coming in about 6 days. They're almost due as well. So let's see what we've got here and see whether we've got anything that looks like a pied.
See, there's no yolk spilling out.
Yeah. Can you see anything in there, Jared? I can't.
Looks like a Russo.
Is it a Russo? I can't see any pied. She may not have the pied gene, but we'll just have a good look and see if we can see anything in there. So I think we've got Russo, possibly Fire Russo.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if she's got Yellow Belly in there, but Yellow Belly could go in as well. So no pied there, Jared. So I don't think she's going to prove out. But we'll see.
It's hard to tell with 2 eggs.
Yeah. So this is going to be a very quick cut. And what have we got there? No pied, I don't think.
Nope.
So it's difficult to say whether she's not carrying it with only 2 eggs, but I think we've got, what have we got there, Jared, would you say?
Is that a fire?
Looks like a fire. Right, so I don't think she's pied, but there's no guarantees with only 2 eggs. It's very hard. So what we'll do is we'll put that back, and then the next clutches that we've got is clutch 28, which is Atlas and Bowser. They're due on the 24th, and Toast and Giovanni, which is the cinnamon, banana cinnamon clutch, is coming soon. A lot of eggs there. And then we've got the only 2 eggs, of which I think only one's going to make it, which is the Super Pastel Exantic Clown clutch. So we could get lucky there. And then we've got just one more clutch that's going to be coming soon as well. Now let's get those back on incubation, and then I think what we'll do is we will just show you the tribute that Brian Kusco, just a couple of minutes of his tribute to Tom Harmon. Just put those back. Now with the toast clutch, she's not far away, Jan. If I show you the clutch that we've got here, we'll probably cut them in a couple of days, but we've got 10 good eggs here, so we've got some chances of hitting some banana cinnies. And can you see we've got 1 egg's gone really unusual colour. Now, have you seen that before, Jared?
I've not seen it go that green and not mouldy and gross.
Yeah, so it might be that it's just taking its time to go off colour, but you can see these ones here are very deflated, Jared.
Yeah, they were. I mean, you probably could cut them now, but I think give them a few days.
Yeah, we'll give them a few days. I mean,
especially these ones back here.
Yeah. Yeah. And a little top tip is that if you find that some of the eggs are developing quicker than others, put the ones that haven't developed as quickly to the back of the incubator. That's where your heat mats are. Put them nearer to the heat mat, and you'll find that can catch up as well. So we often do that. We rotate them and put the other eggs. The ones at the front probably don't incubate as quickly as the ones at the back, Jared, because our heat mats are at the back.
Yeah.
So I think, even though we've got fan in there, I think that most of the heat is at the back. So I think sometimes it's worth actually putting them towards the back, and that can help. Right, so there's that one. We'll just turn those round. Put them in that way. And the other good news, Joe, is clutch 24. If you want to have a quick look at those before we do the shout out.
That's what we just did, isn't it?
Not 24, clutch 20. Hang on a minute. The blackhead lavenders, Joe.
Oh, they're down there.
Are they down here?
Yeah, they're not shed out yet.
Oh, I haven't put them up. Okay, so
they're out of the egg, but they're not shed out.
So it's 20. Oh, there we go. Yeah, everything's come out of the egg. I should just show you them before we set them up. I think we've actually got potentially 4 blackhead lavenders there. So if I take that away for a second, Jad, you can zoom in on there, get the lighting on there. But aren't they pretty? They've all come out of the eggs. They all look lovely. I can't wait for them to come out of their sheds, Jad. Yeah, they look bright in shed. Can you imagine what they can look like when they're out of shed? So very pleased, and they're all 100% het pied. So I think we've got a very powerful opportunity here, Jared. And the other clutch we've got, which are not shed out yet, Jared, which are they're in their shed box, is clutch number 25. Actually, there's a couple that are shed out here. So I think these ones here, if I just get my clutch card. So clutch 25. I remember what the clutch was, Jim. Do you remember what the clutch was?
It was someone that was maybe het pied that didn't prove out.
25. So I think we ended up with. Got some over here. Yeah, clutch 25 was Bowser to Hazel, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Double Het Lavender Pieds. That's what they are. So this is our route to getting Yellow Belly and Orange Dream into the dreamsicle, really. So that one's shed out, isn't it? So should we have a look and see what she's carrying there? So I think there's probably Orange Dream in there.
Yeah, it looks like Orange Dream.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's Yellow Belly. Yellow Belly, you'd look for flames coming up on the side. Can't see any flames on that one, so I think that one's an Orange Dream.
That one looks like it's got.
What do you think this one's got?
It's got the pattern on the bottom like a Yellow Belly.
Look at the fire coming up. See the flaming coming up? That's a Yellow Belly. If that's an Orange Dream Yellow Belly, it'd be nice. Orange Dream tend to have a little dot on there as well. See the dot on the head stamp? I think this could be a Yellow Belly Orange Dream. Actually, looking at this, it's not out of shed yet, but can you see the tones? So that could be a.
This one's het. You can see the ring on it.
Yeah. So that one is. They're all het for pied anyway, and they're het for lavender albino. There's your het marking there. If I show you that side, you'll see the ringer. So what happens when you have het pied? You get ringers. If you look underneath, you'll see that there should be some tracks, which are these black lines at the tail particularly, and also you get merged alien heads as another indicator of a pied. But this little one here looks like it's going to be, just trying to see if there's any, see the tones on there, see that? That tells me that could be Orange Dream and Yellow Belly in this, Jared.
Yeah, that's the OD.
That's the OD coming through. OD and Yellow Belly.
Look, let's flip it upside down, because this is like a Yellow Belly.
Yeah.
You see on this one all the bitter. Can't get it in focus. If you hold that one as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely Yellow Belly in this one.
Yeah.
Look at the flames on it. But this one's got Orange Dream and Yellow Belly, I think.
Yeah.
They might both have orange dream and yellow belly, but I think we've been very fortunate with the odds, Jared. And well, we'll let them shed out, Jared, and then we'll give them a good look at later once they've all come out shed. We'll just put those ones back, and yeah, I think it's all moving correctly, going well. Right, let's have a little shout out for Brian Kusco's tribute, and I think there's going to be quite a few people that will know what the where's the controls channel? I'll put those right in front of my nose. So this is Brian Kusco. He's got a lovely channel, and he does a tribute for Tom Harbin. Now, Brian got into the hobby. I think, well, Tom Harbin's been around for donkey's years. He's a vet. He's also a scuba diver. He's also a family man, and anyone that goes to the shows will know that when you come to him and his wife stand, you'll get a lot of love and attention, and he really did care for people and a very caring person. He also got into the early stages of the genetic, which I think is called the monarch, and he had a friend that got out of the hobby that discovered the monarch by breeding a couple of animals together, and it just popped out. And Tom Harbin liked the look of it because of the burgundy colours, and he's developed so many different variations on that at the moment. He's got so many wonderful genes in there, where you got like monarch pieds and monarch other combos that he's putting in together, clowns I think. And while he was out with his family on a diving holiday in Florida, and I've dived myself, I'm a scuba diver, so I know what it's like going out there and enjoying. Jared, you came scuba diving with me, didn't you, on a family outing in the Red Sea, and Jared got his PADI diving badge, didn't you, certification. I'm an advanced PADI diver. I've got about 120 dives under my belt, and I really enjoy the aquatic life, particularly the marine aquatics, and so this is what draws us to the interest, and we like to scuba dive. But there was always risks with scuba diving. You've got strong currents, you've got equipment failure, and I'm not sure what the true actual cause of his passing was, but I do believe it was linked to scuba diving in Florida. And I think he's 74, 75, which is amazing that you're still scuba diving at that age. But equipment failure, I think, was the problem, Jared. And so our Brian puts out a lovely tribute to Tom. I'll just share a couple of minutes at the end of the video, and then we'll perhaps call it a wrap, Jared. But thank you everyone for your love and support. I'm sorry that England didn't do the business in the end, but we had a wonderful journey getting there. And I think one of the messages I want to leave is that when there's great grief, there's great love. So the deeper the grief, the deeper the love. So, and you can feel and see and sense this on Brian Kusco, and I'd let him share the tribute because he knew him.
Awesome, which basically means I point the camera at Tom and he's Tom, and that's awesome. Fortunate to have these clips so I could share. Before I show those clips, I just wanted to read. I got messages from his sons that I have been permitted to share, and so I just want to read those messages real quick for you guys before we get into the clips of Tom. Hey Brian, I'm Tom's youngest son, Ben. Thank you for loving my dad in the reptile world. My family went to shows with him and Mom periodically, and I've seen you from a distance. It's hard. It's been the darkest few days of my life. However, this has also been, in a weird way, the most inspiring few days of my life. Seeing videos, reading stories, pictures, all these memories that I've relived in the past 4 days, it's no secret who my dad lived for every day. He loves Jesus, and he wanted to tell everyone he knew. Thank you for the video and your words of encouragement. It means more than you know. Thank you for loving my dad, and I'm thankful you had the chance to record videos of him so we can have them to look back at one day. Hopefully one day soon at a show I'll be able to shake your hand in person and tell you thanks, Ben. Thanks for the message, Ben. Thanks for letting me share it. And also, speaking of shows, if you guys are going to be today, as this video is going out, at the Pacific Northwest Reptile Show, I will be there, so if you want to meet up and shake hands, please do. I'll be there all weekend. So, and then message from Josh at Harbin's. Go follow him over on YouTube here, Harbin's Josh. I'll put the link down in the description. Brian, thank you for sharing your experiences with my father. He had nothing but nice things to say about you and enjoyed your company. I never knew my dad was your first sale, what a great connection story. Yeah, dude, seriously, that was, anyway, I talked about that in my uncut video. Dad was passionate about his reptiles, but he was even more passionate about helping and loving those around him. Ain't that the truth? He had a natural gift of connecting with people. However, he also constantly sharpened those skills. He read countless books about being a better husband, father, veterinarian, mentor, woodworker, the list goes on. But above all other books, he studied the Bible the most. He had notebooks all over the house with scriptures, reptile notes, and project lists. As Alicia and I are taking over care of his collection, we found notes about scripture all throughout his reptile notes. I wish we still had Dad with us, but we know he's smiling. Looking down on us from heaven. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Harbin.
This is the Monarch project. This is actually a Monarch pastel female that I hatched out last year. A simple recessive gene that came basically just out of nowhere. Rance Meyer bought a pair of pastels and it showed up. And so we've done I think I had a lot of fun with hatching this out and taking it to the next level. Last year, if you've seen any of my other videos, I hatched out a Monarch genetic striped clown, a triple recessive. So that was really an honor for me to do that. So we're still working with this thing. We're trying to get it in pouch. We're trying to do some other thing with it, but very special morph here.
I saw a guy over here that I really want to say hi to. Here we go. Here we go.
Which I would not keep for me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, good to see you. Good to see you, Brian.
You too, bro.
You're already filming.
No, I would never film. That's not my style.
Of course not.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Harbin, one of the nicest people you could ever hope to run into at a reptile show.
Hey guys, come on down. If you got to get on the plane, come on down. You're missing the greatest thing in the world.
I just got into hog noses last year, starting with his. So yeah, now I got 18.
Yeah, don't take long.
It hasn't even been a year. Oh yeah, really pretty. I like that markings. Yes.
I love her. And she just wants.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's it, Jared. I was very touched by Brian's tribute. I've never met Tom, but I know he was deeply loved in the community and is still his family are deeply loved. So we send our love to the family. I hope everyone is having a good season, and we shall catch up in a couple of days. We'll probably do another clutch. Thank you, Jared, for videoing, and see you next time. Bye bye for now.